Oh, hello. Welcome and hello and hello and welcome. Sorry, I was trying to talk to a guy about a thing, but that's a whole nother story, guys. Welcome and hello and welcome. Of course, we are talking at SoFi Technologies Incorporated, ticker symbol SOFI. Guys, this has been absolutely the perfect month for SoFi. I'll show you why on the chart, and I'll tell you why on the news. Guys, let me tell you about all the catalysts. Let me tell you about why this thing went up. I thought I heard crickets there for a second, but no, I didn't hear anything at all. This stock does not go up and down because of catalysts. So many of us were flummoxed because they announced this incredible blockbuster deal, quote unquote, to be the bank of the NBA that was just going to, pump the numbers through the roof, everybody thought. And then the golf deal, oh my God, it's Tiger Woods. Stock goes through the roof. No. Then a lot of us thought, oh my God, GAAP net profit. They made 1 penny per share after burning billions and billions of dollars and paying $600 and then $400 to acquire each customer. And they made one little copper penny, what used to be copper. And so many of us were just ready to, anoint Anthony Noto some kind of king, some kind of god. And we were just way ahead of ourselves. We were way out over our skis. It's a great business model. Management has executed. The pivot they've done has been crazy. The fact that they have survived and thrived and grown and only gotten stronger, and the extremely timely decision to acquire a bank and sort of backdoor their way into that national bank charter, brilliant. Getting out of the crypto business, I love it. I know when we see Hood shoot up and they're heavily, involved with crypto people and making a lot of fees off that stuff, and especially options. And that's very frustrating, but we're not Hood. We're a different company. So, I keep saying our time will come. Why is this exciting? Perfect bullish day here. And you say, okay, it's red by 4 cents. How's that bullish? I'll tell you. 40 million shares. That's what we want. We don't want 20. We were down there. We don't even want 30. We definitely don't want 85 because the algo's just this. Remember yesterday, there were all these big orders, a lot of accumulation, very few today. The algo basically back in charge of the volume. But if you look at the last month, you're coming off of August 5, this low down here, right around $6. And I think pre-market, it got way down in the fives. 19 candles, 33% increase. Absolutely beautiful. And then, pardon me, if you look at the last 3 days, the chart just looks perfect for a stock you want to keep going up. Okay, it makes higher lows for a number of days, checks back just very slightly and consolidates. I mean, if you look at these, this actually makes a higher low. This makes another higher low, another higher low. It's about even, checks back. And then if you look at these last few higher lows, the low here was 741, jumps all the way up to 765. Okay, that's like a whole quarter. Then the low 781, that's another 16-cent jump. So these lows are increasing, that's a 42-cent jump on the lows in just 2 trading days. So this is already a huge move, a 33% move, but I'll tell you why the stock is not up. It's because of this little fugazi right here. I mean, this was at the high that was 764, drops down to 710 in one day, gaps all the way down and closes at 665 from 710 the next day. So in 3 days, I mean, they dropped the stock, what, $1.70? And then everybody's supposed to be, super stoked because it just went up less than $2 or $2 exactly off that low. So, they say the market is forward looking at values guidance. SoFi has given extremely strong, detailed guidance. How do they get there? It takes a lot of balls to give these estimates for 2026. Have that type of confidence in your business model, in your team, in your management. I don't know if I've seen a great team builder as Anthony Noto since the great Canadian Tevis, who also runs a team. But I like them both, guys. They're neck and neck. My papa. Tevis lurks around here once in a while. If you're lurking, Tevis, reveal yourself. No, I know they're preparing for the big Canadian show a little bit here later, SoFi Weekly and all that good stuff these guys do on Fridays, because there's just nothing exciting to do up in Saskatoon. So you just get together with your buddies, have a couple of Molsons or Celsiuses or whatever the hell you drink. The 9-pound taco. I like that name. Very interesting. Welcome and hello and welcome, guys. It's Un Poco Mas. There's just the stock broke down the 150 day. It broke down the upper part of this channel. I mean, it never really broke this line at all. It's tried to test it 5, 6, 7 times, and now just broke through decisively. And this level, even on the horizontal, was a pretty key level, because now it's trading above this entire mess here. It's just basically cleared all this junk, all this consolidation, all this mess. It's finally clear of it. It's like, guys, have you ever been in a really bad traffic jam and you're just inching along like for hours? There's some horrible accident up there, and like 6-lane, mega freeway is down to like 1 lane, the shoulder, and there's just the whole entire fire department. And you're just waiting and you're waiting, and your kids are going nuts, your AC's on the fritz, you drive into oncoming traffic, but you're going like 1 mile an hour, so you can't, and it would do absolutely no good. And then at a certain point, you reach that point where you're let go and you're in front of the whole thing, and you can accelerate back up to 80 or however you drive like a fucking lunatic. But it's that feeling where you can finally take the brakes off, finally stop the stop and go, finally stop all the nonsense, finally get rid of that, smelly guy in the old, Toyota Tacoma to your right. Then you got the hot shot and the Range Rover over here who keeps trying to change lanes, get 1 car ahead while he's screaming at somebody on his phone. You get to know everybody around you in that little traffic jam area. You get to love some of them. You get to hate some of them. A lot of it is on, sort of stereotypical cues you pick up from their vehicle. Maybe their kids are making faces at you. Maybe they're giving you the finger. Those were the days back when I was a kid. You had those rear-facing stations. The point is, the stock is breaking away, like that old movie where the guys from the quarry rode the bicycles against the, kids from the college team or whatever. I don't know what the fuck was going on there. It was back in the 70s. But the point is, guys, all the trash is gone. It broke through all this. Put this out of your mind. So there's nothing all the way back from March impeding the stock's upward movement. It's up, 8, 9 trading days above the 150 day. It's consolidating, not really consolidating. It's just going up, for 6 days. And then if you look at this last candle, this is a red candle, but it's actually bullish. I mean, the lows are higher. And then if you look at this range, the entire range here is engulfed. So this candle is a higher high and it's a lower low. It's not really a classical engulfing pattern. I hate trying to remember all those things because they just don't mean anything to me. But this uptrend, this little quote unquote red candle only confirms the uptrend. And I would actually look at it as a very bullish green candle on this volume on this day, killing all these calls at 8. I mean, for this thing to finish 7.99, I think max pain was all the way back down to 7 last time I checked, which I think was yesterday. So keep some perspective. I mean, I know everybody wants the thing to moon, but that's not how you gain a consistent rally. These nice 50 cent, 75 cent moves up, little 25 cent down, another big move up, little 20 cent move down, another, 70 cent move up. That's exactly what you want to see. And if you look at this pattern here, very, very similar. I don't know if I can get those both in frame. Sorry about that. And I can get rid of that. But this is very, very similar to what's happening here. There's almost no other place this little fish hook deal appears on the chart. And then this candle and this candle are kind of similar. Hasn't gapped up, but it was looking for this line. It was looking for this resistance line. It's really nothing to look for right now. I'm looking for 1011, but you know, what do I know? This was supposed to be a quick video, guys. That's just what I see going on with the stock. Let me see if they threw up that short volume yet. Probably not. No, they have no real shorting going on. 31, 32, 36, 35. And then today, boom, shorts came back with a vengeance. Remember, only 40 million shares. Interesting. Shares on loan are way below the short interest. So, you know, in layman's terms, that says they're naked short. I know it's much more complicated than that. They were borrowing 4 million shares at close. Now they're returning some shares as they did, returned a bunch after hours. So a lot of shenanigans going on, but cost to borrow average a little bit higher than usual, not in the negative, max at that 795 level, which has kind of been the cap I've seen the last couple of weeks. I think it used to be 7.83 forever and ever and ever. That was the max used to get into. No new real ratings on the stock, guys. Just want to talk a little bit about institutional ownership. Over the course of 1 year, this number has gone up from like 320 to 483. So you're talking about an increase of 150 million shares, almost 15% of the float in 1 year. I know it's not like firework, rocket ship dramatic, but it's extremely solid. It's what you want to see. The trend is your friend. If we're all shooting for this 2026, you know, $1 per share EPS, Noto's shooting for his massive bonuses and options and preferred shares and all that. Ballyhoo, you know, everything is coming up Millhouse. All the timing's going to be perfect. You're going to get all these rate cuts. The tech side's going to be exploding. Everybody's going to be pumping money into modernization, AI, blah, blah, blah. They need a platform to put all that stuff on if they're a dinosaur. You can't just call up NVIDIA and have them drop a dump truck load full of their fucking chips on your antiquated campus, and all of a sudden you're just, you know, singing show tunes and talking about AI. You know, you can't have Allen Iverson just show up, cross over on you, do a little bit of a talk to some of your tech people, and then you got AI. That's not how it works, guys. Allen Iverson can't help you. Derek White can help you. It's funny because they don't think SoFi is a tech company, and SoFi is so much more of a tech company than any of these other fin-turds. Sorry, I got tongue-tied. Already been going 12 minutes longer than I wanted to go. Going to wrap up in the next 2 minutes and 15 seconds, guys. So I don't really have time to deal with your, what are you talking, Jaden Smith? I don't know where he's at. He's probably doing a movie. Probably DJing in Burning Man or Coachella. I have no idea. But anyway, guys, I'm DJ Patchy Drizzle. They never invite me to Burning Man. Never invite me to Coachella. Did invite me once to do an 88th birthday party at an old folks home. Unfortunately, the woman passed away before the party was able to take place. And I did have to return the deposit. It's only my only paid gig. But you know, that's what happens when you cater to, you know, very, very old people who end parties before 5. Anyway, guys, welcome and hello and welcome. My DJ career is going nowhere, but thankfully my SoFi stock has been up, and very, very happy with today. People bought a ton of calls at 8. What do you think's going to happen? It doesn't cost them much to kill. The cost to borrow is very, very little. Why wouldn't they kill those calls? There's no real catalyst. I mean, you know, what's happening? Something interesting. Banks and finturds were both going up. Like Upstart got a big boost, then Affirm got a big boost. Hood made a run. It's pulled back a little bit. But then Bank of America, Chase, other stocks that I own, those have been going up too. I mean, Chase went up, I think, from 130 or so, 140, all the way up. It's like 220. Bank of America, I think it was buying like 29, all the way up, I think, to 40, 41 neighborhood. So, yeah, I mean, let's see. Grandson. What's going on, Jaden? I didn't know you knew Alberto. 17-year-old. You want to be a mod? I don't even think I can contract with you, brother. I'm going to need permission from your parent or guardian. And it can't just be some random biker. All right. Yeah, I mean, if not a lurker's on board, I'm on board. What the hell do I care? Anyway, yeah, I just, ban everybody, do whatever the hell you want. I don't care. This channel, it's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous channel. Anyway, I started talking about my text and got to my 15-minute limit. I don't know if anybody else has anything to say, but this is just all bullish for me. I mean, the quarter's already 2/3 over. Things are only getting stronger. Inflation is coming down while the economy is quite strong in most. I mean, I know industrial orders were trouble. I know they revised payrolls way down, but there's a lot of signs of strength. Yes, at the margins, people are going to get hurt when the Fed, tries to break the economy. People at the bottom are going to get hurt. But SoFi's customers are not at the bottom of the economy. They're in sort of that upper middle, that wheelhouse where people spend money and need financial products. And the wheel has not had an opportunity to work, to show itself, to prove itself. The cross-selling hasn't been there. The customer acquisition cost is still too high. So these products they're going to be selling now, student loans, these are big ticket loans, home loans, huge ticket loans. The average SoFi personal loan is like 25 grand. So SoFi doesn't do small potatoes. SoFi doesn't do payday loans. SoFi doesn't finance your groceries. SoFi doesn't pay for your bullshit sneakers at, Amazon or fucking Foot Locker or Walmart or whatever else. That's not what SoFi is all about. Put it on your SoFi credit card, get rewards. This is what real people with some financial wherewithal do. So, I'm just bitter because Upstart and Affirm have been, kicking butt. And so I don't really like either of those companies. I don't like the buy now, pay later business, but a lot of like Upstart, Affirm, they make a lot of their money right off the front, off fees, off the people they're, like off the Amazons or whatever. So they're never going to lose that money. Only about a third of their revenue is actually based on the interest on the loans. I know they basically have these forward flow agreements and they're sort of selling off those loans right as they come in or very, very quickly. So anyway, good for them. Good for you guys if you hold any of those stocks. But my point is, people say SoFi is a bank. Other people say it's a fintech. Other people say it's a tech. Obviously, the NVIDIA earnings, which were actually quite good, but the stock sold off a bit, didn't hurt SoFi at all. Other tech's been, pretty strong, in terms of the mega caps, but they're selling off a little bit. I think the valuations were just a little bit rich. Quite a bit rich, and mid caps and small caps were significantly undervalued. So it is what it is, guys. It's a rotation back to mid caps. 10 times earnings should be more 14, 15. And then it's the rate cuts. It's affordable money that drives business to SoFi. It not only drives business to SoFi, but it lets SoFi do business cheaper. It lets SoFi grow. It lets SoFi expand. They can fund loans with their own deposits. There's other things they can grow. They're developing as much as they can in-house. I mean, we sort of had mixed feelings about them outsourcing business banking to American Express. And then somebody said that's completely off the site. So maybe that never really got off the ground. Probably something I should do a little bit of homework on before I comment on it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to keep this one, like I said, keep it short. I know it's a Friday. I do want to say hello and welcome and hello and bienvenidos a todos. Yeah, guys, I hope everybody has a great weekend. We got 9 Pound Taco. We got M. Russo. Here I come, M. Russo. We got Low Country here. We got Charted Travel is here, of course. Clap my dog. Don't like, please. We got Arc Oysters. I just wanted to let you know you always make my day. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Or woman. I don't know who you are from your name. So whoever you are, appreciate you watching there. Oysters with a Z, couple Z's. Like these nuts. Alberto Bertie Aviles, and of course his great nephew Jaden, just over there with their wrenches, just smashing each other upside the head. Like a couple of monkeys playing with coconuts. I love it. Rummy is here. $8 close. Guys, thing is completely in control of market makers. All stocks are in control of market makers, Rummy. I got a news flash for you. I got a little news for you. A little piece of news. That's why they call them market makers, Horse. They control the market. So, yeah. But yeah, you're right. SoFi is much, much more so because they're making money off it so many ways. Yeah, but yeah, they land it right where they want to land it. They do that all the time with so they land it like 666. They'll draw middle finger patterns with the chart just for sport. They do all those things to us. Rummy. What are you looking at, Rummy? It's like open the door, Rummy. That was Casey Affleck. What was that movie? Not The Town, where he's like looking for Gone Baby Gone. That's a good movie. Jean-Chies Baptiste. He's oh man, he's a 6'3" Jamaican drug lord. It's like, it doesn't ring a bell. Like, getting a ton of, yeah. Have a short fuse there, Alberto. Very short fuse. Six Kings liked. Sup, Alberto. Jaden in the house. What's up, Jaden? I saw her ending below $8. Had to see come down. He wheels is saying. Sure enough, he's on here crying. I don't know. $7.99. I'm crying over a penny. Oh no! Oh wait, it's at $8 now. Yeah, no, it's $7.99. Benjamin, grow up, buddy. Stock just moved up 33% in less, well under a month. I couldn't be happier. I've made a massive, massive amount of money. Paper gains for the most part. Anyway, guys, what's going on? Of course, the great Nauta lurkers here. Everybody wants a timeout. What's up, Jay Gatsby? What's up, Connor Jennings? That $7.99 is fine. Why? Max Payne was $7. Came into earnings at $7.40, so it's 60 cents up off earnings, around 10%, 9%. Earnings wasn't that good, guys. I'm telling you, guidance was good. Markets forward looking. Who's going to get excited about this? Okay, 515 go up to 603. Of course, this was a write-up. This was an adjustment. They didn't actually make 88 million in a conventional sense. It was, like 1 cent. So it was like 2 cents, 1 cent, 1 cent. Revenue kind of peaked and then is declining. Earnings declining. I know we're on the right track. I know this is all a setup. I know, but this is how the market's going to react, and we're still at $8. I think it's fine. I'm not mad at the price action. A lot of people thought we were going back to 5. A lot of people thought we were going back to 6. We're at 8. We'll just have to see where it goes from here, but I'm not mad at it. It's all, you call it what you will. I mean, algorithmic trading, Connor, controls the whole market, and SoFi more than anything. So yeah, it's all manipulation. The whole market is manipulation, if you want to put it that way. Like we don't control jack or squat. So we just have to get our head around that and go ahead and take what they give us, take advantage of it. And when they push the stock down for their own means, instead of being afraid and dumping at the bottom, all we have to do is take all the emotion out of it, realize it's a great company. It's been artificially depressed. The price has been artificially depressed, and just buy the bottom. It's very, very easy. And then if they just keep it down in the dumps, trading sideways, just sell calls. It's all you have to do to make money. Buy the lows and then just sell calls if it's stagnant, or just sell calls all the time if you want. I don't know, guys. In case the media there wants to get a picture, I don't want to buy a comb. I'll just find some sort of dopey visor. Tevis is on vacation. What else is new? The guy spends more time on a beach than a fucking seashell. Charted travel, guys. I was out of the town taking pictures. Good for you, Lorraine. But never miss a minute of this show again. How dare you? Fourth favorite Canadian. I am not Canadian. I'm just overweight. Let's see. I'm just an overweight white guy. We have those in America too. In fact, all those Canadians are fit. I was expecting a little more meat up there being so cold. Wrench swinger, big swinger in the house. It's Tanner, Danny D's. Let's go. I sit here with Jaden, Savannah, and Gavin, my grandkids, learning the market. There you go, guys. Remember, save consistently. Don't worry about things. Oh, it's a down year. Oh, my stock's down. Don't worry about it. If you don't trade like a hamster on crack, like a squirrel, if you just follow your own rules and are consistent, you will be wealthy in the end. You will be rewarded. Don't just listen to Grandpa Birdie. Listen to your Uncle Warren. Read some books. Don't listen to guys on the internet, particularly fat guys. We have bad impulse control. Stuffing bear claws down 2 at a time. It's no good. Yeah, but listen to Grandpa, read books, be consistent, save, but more importantly, get a good job. Learn to code. Learn to write code. Start up some kind of tech company so you can support both myself and Birdie in our old age in the manner we've become accustomed to. I don't need a fancy motorcycle. I'm happy with a little scooter. Give me a little 1986 Honda Spree, 50cc. Give me a 49cc bike. Watch that thing try to carry my fat ass up a hill. Not going to happen. It's no good when your scooter won't crest the hill and you got to jump off and push. It's embarrassing. But I love scooters, guys. I've had them all. Yamaha Revas, Suzuki Bergmans, Honda Sprees, Honda Elites, Ruckuses. Oh, I've had them. Oh, love me some scooters. Kind of unusual being a bit of a chunky monkey myself, but couldn't help it. Got into scooters when I was a teenager and just always been fascinated with them. Very, very cool. Love the old ones especially. Never actually had like a Vespa or anything. I just didn't want to clutch. I'm too lazy. But Vespa is very cool as well. Anyway, guys, what are you riding? I know Alberto's a Harley guy. Anybody else riding anything? Anybody else having fun? I'm more of an e-scooter guy now, believe it or not. You get these e-scooters now do like 70 miles an hour. Absolute death traps. Couldn't be more fun. Just gotta watch out for the cops. Anyway, guys, if you see them, no problem. Just run. No, don't do that, guys. It's not legal. Keep the law says 15 mph on your e-scooter. Forget the fact that it can do 70. I stay at 15. Hello and welcome to a jail cell once again for me when they catch up. But anyway, greetings. It's Joseph Leone from Palm Beach. Where'd you get your Sofi? I get it from Printerville. If the button-up shirt with the Sofi logos I got from Printerville, and then the regular T-shirt with the Sofi logo I got on eBay. And you can find those anywhere. But the cool one I got on Printerville. So check it out. It's actually super reasonable in price and very cool. Everybody asks about it. Why are you wearing a Sofi shirt? Who's this fat guy in the Sofi shirt? Hey, don't eat that hot dog so fast. You're going to choke. I'm like, hey, thanks for your advice. Notice there's no mustard on my Sofi shirt. Oh, anyway, sold all Sofi stocks worst vacuum cleaner. Okay. I mean, I don't know what that's odd. It just went up 33% in the last few weeks, Deuce. That's what we consider a good thing in this business. I don't know. Your internet's blocked. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not a technical person. Find a kid who knows this stuff. They can figure it out. What's going on, guys? I'm really heavy on Sofi. Buy any more. Anthony Noto will send you birthday cards. Well, that'd be one of us, and I'm his biological son. He doesn't send me anything. Won't even give me a windbreaker. Says he doesn't have one in my size. Whenever Noto talks to me, it's through Switzerland. It's like when we talk to the Iranians. It's through an intermediary. It's like, tell that kid to leave me alone. He's not my son. I'm clearly not a 350-pound sack of dump. Because I went to West Point. Does that look like my kid? Plus, we're about the same age. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's a bit. It's a bit. Okay. Flesh infection is here. Not a lurker is here, of course. Alberto changed his... What's going on with you guys? Sofi is not going to the moon. It's not going to the moon. We don't want it to go to the moon. We just wanted to go up and stay up. Credit Savage is out plotting his revenge for the stock going up. No, he's probably vacation or working or steak and skee ball. God knows. Yeah, it was funny because we had the same level. Like he had 788 resistance. I had 793 resistance looking at the chart. So we both saw pretty much the same thing, but so far holding above those levels. Now came back right along, tested his 788, tested my 793, was kind of chugging along those levels here today. So 793 is 791. That range has actually been a key level going back the last couple of years as far as resistance. So I'm very encouraged if it can sort of stay above that horizontal line, stay above this, this line here, this purple line, which is just very nice. I mean, this is a really nice breakout. You don't want a breakout to be just completely vertical. This is a really nice little breakout, probably check back a little bit, and then hopefully go up to that 10-11 mark, which I think, 10 is obviously going to be some resistance, but I think it could easily touch 10-11. And I think it's going to actually do that before the end of the quarter. So I'm making the bold prediction that the stock's going to move up another $2. Excuse me, not before the end of the quarter, before the next earnings report. So I think the stock's going to move up another $2 plus $2.11 in the next 2 months. But I'm a big idiot, right? What do I know? What do I know? I don't know anything about this stock. I don't have an extremely low average. I haven't made a ton of money on it. But it's all talk, guys. Nobody knows anything on the internet. It's just a bunch of hot air. But you have to look at things for yourself. This sort of upside down cod piece pattern we see here, the old Bulgarino, the old twig and berries, the old meat and potatoes pattern that we see here is it's very, very bullish to me. This angle remains consistent. And if you look, guys, at this downward angle of these purple lines and then the upward angle of this move, it's basically a right angle. And I always like to see that. Algos like right angles. Algos like, no loose ends. Algos like things tied off. It's like, what do they say in Casino? They're deciding who to kill. It's like, he's a good kid. He won't talk. Like, what do you say, Remo? Like, the way I look at it, why take a chance? He's like, yeah, he's a great kid. Just kill him. He might talk. Anyway, guys, if you get in bed with the mafia, that's kind of how things go. But I didn't really have anything else to say. I didn't really have anything else to say in the first place. Yes, I do look like Mr. Potato Head. Thank you, Clap My Dog. I appreciate it. I got to clear the gap at 857 before it can march any higher than that. Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's got to go up to 857 before it can go to 1011. That's very, very true. There's gaps all over this chart, though, Air Force. I mean, I get what you're saying. You're talking. Wait, which gap are you talking about? This one. You're talking about this gap? Yeah, he's talking about this gap, 857. I mean, okay, yeah, I get you. I get you. It does. It obviously does, and it's gapped up and gapped down. So, got another gap here at 839. So, yeah, it's. I take your point. Normally, I gotta scoff at that, but yeah, you actually have a pretty good point on that one. So, all right, I won't carry you on that, Air Force. You're right there. I don't always subscribe to the gap thing, but I think this one is actually very because if you notice, it consolidated a lot within that gap right here. So this is kind of a critical little gapper there. Not a Lurker was on fire yesterday. Couldn't agree more. Billy Jack is here. It's going to the moon. Van Allen Belt. Yeah, for all you astronomers with asteroids and yeah, you guys got Pac-Man? Like, nope. You got Space Invaders? Nope. You got asteroids? Nope. But my dad does. Like, some nights can't even sit down on the toilet. What do you do for fun? Got a stack of nudie books this high. Savage, yeah, he's on timeout. He put himself on timeout. How does a guy talk with Showcase Genius sponsor the Poco all the moss so well? Guys, I don't know. Flesh infection. It's 3, 2, 1. Let's Poco. No, guys, I'm doing a morning show. I'm gonna hyphenate my name. It's Daniel Elmos Quinteros Choi. Like, I'm telling you, when women get into selling real estate, they just make up hyphenated names that are like ethnic, like one Hispanic name and a Korean name. Hello, my name is Evelyn Choi Ramos Cabrera. Would you like to buy this McMansion from me? No, but if you put one more hyphenation on there, I'd consider it. I'd consider listing with you, but I'm going to need one more hyphenation. It's like, no problem. Let me get a quickie divorce and find another guy. You have any preference? What about somebody French? Like, okay, Ramos, Choi. I don't know. What's a French name? I can't. Depardieu. I can only think of one. But anyway, guys, I'm a complete idiot, but you already knew that. If you watch this channel frequently, I do need more filtered tap water. Thank you, Clap My Dog. You were talking about your dog, but I need some too. Emilio Aguirre with his patented monster face there. Sorry, guys. Got to send a quick text here. Anyway, I don't know if anybody's still watching this piece of crap, but it was a great week, guys. It was a great week. I mean, if you think about it, we started the week where? We started the week here. So, it's basically up 50 cents on the week. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. You don't want the stock to just run away from itself and just go up very, very rapidly. It usually comes down just as rapidly on the other side. Look at this move here. I mean, this move was very, very similar. Coming off a 630, coming off of a similar low, just moved up way, way too quickly. So for this stock to get to 790, it went there in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles, where this move happened in 19 candles to move up basically the same level. Much, much healthier. 3 times almost as many candles. So it's much more sustainable move. There's consolidation, people coming in and out. It's not just a frenzy. It's not just FOMO that's completely unsustainable because retarders can't back up what they're doing. These are institutions buying. And remember, guys, when you look at these institutions, these filings are still from Q2 for the most part. Only some filings have to be done right away, but most of them go from the trailing quarter. So all these filings you're seeing right now are from Q2. They're effective end of June. So you've already seen just in the last 3 a huge increase coming off of like, you know, a huge increase for this stock off of 420 million up to 483 million in just 3 months. Very, very good. I mean, that's more than we've seen in a long, long time. Yes, I'd like to be over 50, 60%, of course. But, you know, these things happen in time and they're timing things for 2026. They don't work in our time. These market makers are like God. They just work in their own time. We don't always understand it. No QPR going. I hate all banks except SoFi. The rest are turds. Yep. Gavin, my number 2. Let's see. What's up, Gavin? DJ Patchy Drizzle. Yep. DJ Patchy Drizzle. DJ Packy Drizzle. Whatever. Yeah. When I'm working in Pakistan, I guess. No, I don't think. I think that's a derogatory term. It's. I don't know. Is that racist? I'm sorry if it is. I guess. I think in Britain that might be a racist term for people from Pakistan, which. It's not good. I don't believe in any kind of racism, but it's very hard for me to keep track of which terms are internationally racist and which are not. But it sounds racist, and so I shan't be using it. But anyway, maybe if you're from Britain or Pakistan, or you just have a slight amount of common sense, you could clue me in on that. It just sounds wrong. I don't know. Something about it. Just sounds like you shouldn't be saying it, even though I don't really know. So who would short this stock? I think they're shorting today, but they're just shorting to kill the options. They were borrowing. I think they're naked short at this point. Jaden is the grandson, the trader in training, the scion, the heir apparent to the Alberto Bertie Aviles empire. Up 10% at Walmart booths. They're selling shotguns and fishing worms and lures. Trucker caps, flannel shirts with the sleeves torn off, cut off jean shorts, 20-pound dumbbells, stretch pants for obese women, all that good stuff. Use your superhuman powers. I wish I could, Steve, in the mountains. We got Billy Jack. Everybody's going to start banning everybody, Billy Jack, and we're all going to be better off for it. We can actually go out and do something useful. Alberto is naked. He would go live. If not, thank goodness. Let's go waist up on that big fella. Let's see, or maybe just hide your Genghis behind the gas tank on your motorcycle and set the webcam up on the other side. We get the glare off the chrome. We'll hide the bulls, as they say. Hide the bulls behind the gas tank, everybody. We got children in the house. I'm on the right channel if my balls hurt. Yes, indeed. This is the channel for you if you have testicular discomfort, restless leg syndrome, high blood pressure, low blood pressure, general malaise, depression, anxiety, hypertension, hemorrhoids, a goiter, if you have varicose veins, if you have just a slight headache, if you might be dehydrated, if you've had too much coffee today, if you didn't sleep much last night, if you're generally just a stressed out basket case, raise your hand. Guilty. Chunky as charged, guys. Chunky as charged. I'm running out of gas here, guys. This was supposed to be 15, 20 minutes, now going 40 minutes. Firm's biggest client is Peloton. People finance that stupid. I keep saying that. Yeah. I mean, a firm is a dying. It's a short-term play. There's nothing wrong with that. But I don't even think in 10 years a firm's going to exist. I mean, maybe they'll get bought out, but I don't know, these installment loans, these payday loans, it's bullshit. I'm on, but for my shift, what's going on? Is that the Jaden? Jarrett, rest in peace calls. Yeah. Yeah, it was a tough one. I mean, even the eights got wiped out pretty good there, Jarrett. So you just never know. I mean, you had to be real quick. This one came at you pretty fast that one day. That was a big move. So but you know, it is what it is. You made premium, you take a chance. There's always a chance. So, you know, find another entry point, get back in the game, get back on the horse, buy something else that's down in the dumps. Plenty of good stocks out there. So don't mourn for your SoFi stock. I got a fistful of Palantir, but 2 fistfuls of SoFi. Yeah, there you go, Billy Jack. I got very little bit of Palantir, not even enough to talk about. I'd sold most of what I had at like Tevis. I got out, you know, I made like double my money. So often when I do that, I'm like, I'm going to take profit and wait for it to pull back, and it just ran away from me, and I wasn't going to chase. And looking back, I wish I would have chased. Could have chased back in like 23, 24. But I was waiting for a pullback that so far hasn't come. I think it will come. But anyway, guys, Jaden, we got Not a Lurker. What's up, cousin? We got you're more than 100 million. Yeah. Yeah, I wish, man. 100 million a year. Yeah. Yeah, I think you have me a few decimals out of whack. More than a few. $8 going on 20. Yeah, I think it's more $8 going on 12, Billy Jack, but we'll have to see. Yeah, I'm trying to. Jaden Brust. That's a Brust name. Guy who could fell some trees. Hey, what's your name? Jaden Brust. I'm here to install your industrial equipment. Hello, I'm going to be driving this tractor. Name's Jaden Brust. Oh, sounds like you can handle it. Yes, I'm here to provide for your life insurance needs. My name is Jason Brust, a name you can trust. Yes, good sir. I'll go ahead and sign with you. This is outrageous. I shan't be paying this bill. Hello, is there a problem here? My name is Jaden Brust. Everybody calm down. Whew. I'm sorry. Thank God you're here. I'll pay. It's just a name that calms you. It soothes you. It gives you confidence. Oh, you had a massive sewer pipe bill? You're completely covered with raw sewage? Don't worry. Jason Brust is here to clean it up. The name you trust is Jason Brust. For all your sewage spills, contaminations, it'll be like it wasn't even there. I imagine Jason Brust has a very raspy voice, even though he's like an adolescent or a teen or something. His voice that I'm doing has him smoking non-filtered cigarettes for 60 or 70 years. So I just make up these characters, Jaden. Don't take it personal. Let's see. David Harris sold 600, 125, $22 calls. I can't believe people are buying this shit. $22 calls? That's way up there, man. What do you think's going to happen by then? Announced 2 mega banks signing with Galileo? That's about all that I could see sending it up there. But anyway, guys, I got to get the hell out of here. I'm never going to get ahead of these comments because when I do, you guys just keep making more comments. So I'm trying to skip to the end. I saw White Feather. I saw the Big Payush, Memphis, doing Memphis. 7. Yeah, it did take a big dump there. That's true, Payush. Rob, for 10-11, I got huge balls, Rob. It's they're proportional with the rest of me. So it's just kind of how things go. Casino Kid is card counting. You goddamn right I am. Big D, if Hollywood does a movie on Impoko Moss, which big actor do you want to play me? I've always been, I think I look sort of like a chunky Paul Newman. Obviously too late for that. Boy, that's a tough one. I don't know. People are, saying I look like anything from Alf to Seth Rogen. I don't know. That's a good question. I'll have to think about that. Maybe that Busey kid, if he could gain a lot of weight, like Gary Busey's son, or Clint Howard. I love all the sort of like second brothers. No, maybe if I don't know. They just got to get a really good looking actor and just get him to gain 100 pounds. That's the only way you're going to recreate the magic that is Danny Deals. Right, live and in person, but that's off Broadway. That's 4 offs. That's how far off it is. It's so far off Broadway, it's in fucking Kansas. No. I love the Supreme Court of the USA. Well, this is talking about a student loan thing. Yeah, I don't think that really affects SoFi's business, but It is good. I mean, I do think people should, generally speaking, pay back their debts. Limited circumstances, I'm for forgiveness and all that stuff. But if you're disabled, you can't pay, that sort of thing. But if you just don't want to pay, go fuck yourself. Pay. I paid. Pay. Brust, that is the way. Brust, the name you can trust. That is the thrust of our message. Let's see. We love naked people more. Guys, everybody, just watch this show with some clothes on, at least a Speedo. I don't need to think about all you guys, with your little Vienna sausages out sunning in your solarium with your little, those little mafioso things where you have like the tinfoil 3-sided thing just to direct more cancerous rays right to your face. Hey, Vinny, when are you going to crack open them parking meters? Right after I get my son. It's like, okay. The SoFi shirt, I don't know. It's kind of smelly. John Goodman, and I knew somebody was going to say John Goodman. Oh, you bastards. You bastards. Let's see. John Goodman looks so weird since he lost all that weight. Plus, he's just very, very old. I am the puppy drizzle, indeed. That's for sure. Let's see. Billy Jack. God dang it. I can't get ahead of these freaking comments. Payush making like 500 million comments. Matt Flow. I believe that was the great Matt Flow. No, that was Money Flow. Matt Flow, Money Flow. We got all kinds of people out here. Charted Travel. He's got way too many comments. Let's roll Matt Flow. Guys, I can't do any more. I've done too much already. I have said too much as usual. The cat is out of the bag. The turd is off the paper and stuck slightly to your finger, and that's just the way it is, guys. That's what Danny Deals does. Trudeau would have the Mounties out hunting Big D if he operated north of the border. You're goddamn right he would. Yoga Pants Trudeau and I are good friends. We do yoga together 3 or 4 mornings. We drink weak tea and discuss current events. No, yeah, He's probably big leaguing me like all the other Canadians. But anyway, guys, hope everybody has an extremely great weekend. It's Un Poco Moss. It's the SoFi stock. It's ticker symbol SOFI. It's Stock Karen. It's Hurricane Lopez. It's Not a Lurker. It's Alberto Bertie Aviles. It's Jaden. It's Gavin. Whoever else. I can't remember. It's all them other kids. Let's see, guys. Let's see what happens next week. I think we continue to move up right through $10.11. But that's just my prediction. What do I know? Nothing. We'll have to see what happens. Everybody have a great weekend. Be safe out there. Don't do nothing stupid. It's a holiday weekend. So, more than anything, don't drink and drive. Don't drink and drive, kids. No excuse these days. There never was, but there really isn't. Get a fucking Uber. And don't drive your boat drunk either. You're going to kill somebody. Don't drive your jet ski drunk. Do all that fun stuff in the morning. And then if you got to get drunk while you're barbecuing in the afternoon, then go to sleep. Sage advice. Pass out in the afternoon without killing somebody in a vehicle. All right, guys. Hope everybody has a great weekend now that I've depressed everybody. All I can say is be safe, take care of people, watch out for each other. Don't be too hateful. Don't get too caught up in the whole political thing going on right now. I know it seems like life and death right now, but it's really not. It's not worth hating your neighbor over. I hope everybody has a great one. SoFi Stadium, indeed. Don't like and sub. Don't boat while intoxicated. Generally, just don't do anything while intoxicated. I put the plug in the jug like 10 years ago. Best decision I ever made. But you do you, guys. But whatever you do, be smart, be safe, take care of yourself, and don't do anything stupid so we can all bother each other again on Tuesday. Peace. Have a great weekend. I'm out.